Hi, I'm Teresa from Uplift Center for Grieving Children. Today I'm going to be reading The Phone Booth in Mr. Hirota's Garden by Heather Smith and Rachel Wada. This book follows the story of a little boy in a fishing village in Japan after the effects of a tsunami. A tsunami is an unusual wave of water that hits the land with great speed and force. Every morning, Makio visited his neighbor, Mr. Hirota. Together they sat at the edge of his garden, looking down at the small villages on the harbor. They made a game of spotting Makio's father as he unloaded the morning catch and Mr. Hirota's daughter, Fumika, as she cleaned and gutted the fish. "I see them," Makio would say. Mr. Hirota would laugh. "You win again, Makio." It was one of their favorite games. They were playing it when the shaking started and the big wave came. I'll show you the picture again so you can see them looking down and watching the people they love. Makio's father loved the ocean. He would say, "Listen, Makio, the ocean is saying good morning." The lapping waters would whisper, "Oh, hi, oh, oh, hi, oh, oh, hi, oh." Makio always returned the greeting, "Ohayo gozaimasu, ocean." But on the day the big wave came, the ocean didn't whisper. It roared. See? Rumble, boom, crash. Makio watched as the wave got bigger and bigger. "Oh, oh, oh," cried Mr. Hirota. A big watery hand swept into the harbor, snatching everything and everyone in its grasp. It even took Makio's voice. Everyone lost someone the day the big wave came. Silence hung over the village like a dark, heavy cloud. Then one day, rat-tat-tat, thump, thump, thump. Makio watched from his window. Mr. Hirota was building something. But what? Here's Makio in his room, looking out the window. It was a phone booth painted white with many panes of glass. Mr. Hirota went inside. His voice floated out. "Fumika, it's your father. I miss you." Makio was confused. Fumika had been snatched by the ocean, just like Makio's dad. When Mr. Hirota left the booth, Makio crept inside. An old-fashioned phone sat on a table. It had no plugs or wires. It was a phone connected to nowhere. See the phone there? Mr. Hirota visited his phone booth every day. Soon the other villagers did too. Their voices floated on the wind. "Hello, cousin. Today I fixed a boat. I will fish again soon." "Hello, Mom. I planted a tree for you today. A maple, your favorite." "Sister, how are you? I rode your bike today. It fits me now." "Hello, my love. I painted our bedroom, your favorite shade of blue." Makio went down to the harbor. For the first time since the big wave came, he used his voice. He screamed at the ocean, "Bring our people back!" The waves lapped gently. Ohio, Ohio, Ohio. McKeel sighed and looked up. Mr. Hirota's phone booth sat high on the hill like a lighthouse. Here's the phone booth. I love this drawing here, this illustration with him looking down at the water, and he sees images of him and his dad holding hands. Very touching. The climb back up the hill was tiring. McKeel was hot and sweaty. The phone felt cool in his hand. Let's go all the way up here. Dad, it's me. Can you hear me? I yelled at the ocean. It said good morning anyway. Guess what? I did really well on my math test. The cherry blossoms are in full bloom. Everything's pink. Mom painted your room, your favorite shade of blue. I miss you, Dad. Every morning, McKeel looks down at the harbor. When the ocean says good morning, McKeel thinks of his dad. Someday he'll return the greeting, but for now, he makes a game of spotting Mr. Hirota from high on the hill. I see you, McKeel calls. Mr. Hirota smiles and waves. It's one of their favorite games. And that's the end of our story. Here's a picture of the original phone booth in the garden in Japan. So this book is based on a true story. And I love the illustrations and the text. But I also love the fact that it talks about how we may grieve our own individual losses, but sometimes we're grieving at a time when other people are also grieving. So how does that make you feel? Sometimes could it make you feel like you have support other people can understand because they too are dealing with death? Or does it make it a little bit harder because everybody else is grieving? There are no right or wrong answers. There are many different feelings, and each person will grieve in their own way. So some will feel sad, some feel angry, confused, worried, or even numb, and that's pretty normal. The key thing is to know that as people, we need to feel connected with other people. And we need to have friends around us, and we need to have family and a caring adult to help us during these times. I hope you enjoyed the book as much as I enjoyed reading it to you.